Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the products that most helped me. I mean like the utmost must have, couldn't live without when Ava, my daughter, was a newborn. And the reason I'm making this video is because I saw so many videos talking about this, that and the other. You need this when you're a newborn, you need to get that. And I'm like, no, I didn't need that. And I'm so glad I didn't buy that. These are the things that I need and work for me. It might not work for you, but each thing I have was for specific reasons, and new reasons came up that I didn't even know I needed them for, and that's why they became completely necessary for just having a smooth fourth trimester and yeah, surviving basically with a newborn. So the first thing is something that I didn't think I would need as much as I needed, because I bought it originally for our travel system, our pram, to take on the go with us, and it is a travel changing mat. We're due for a new one. Poop explosions are truly real. It looks like on the inside, it's just all these flaps, little headrest. This thing, we have an upstairs and a downstairs, we live in a house, so we needed something to change her with downstairs. Originally we bought this for the pram, and I brought like a kind of flat, floppy, comfortable one to put on the sofa, but then I realized it'd be really nice to have somewhere to like put the nappies and stuff. So literally when she poops or pees, I just pull it out and then I open it, everything's there, and I can use it. This has been a lifesaver. We have a chaise lounge on the end of our sofa, and we literally just have changed her there every day since she was born and since she came home. So this thing has been an absolute lifesaver, and it's great for traveling as well. Honestly, I can't believe how useful it's been. So the first thing that I suggest you get, if you are not close to a changing mat, you are not close to a bedroom or your nursery, where our changing mat is. Our changing mat is currently in our bedroom on top of our drawers, and that's where we change her during the night and before or after her baths, etc. But downstairs, during the day, on the go, we use that pretty much all the time, and I'm gonna buy another one because we need a new one, to be honest, and it'd be nice to have. I might try the black one. I like the grey one. I'm like, black matches our pram better, so might as well just get the black one. The next thing, I don't have it, but I'll show you it in a second. And this one, game changer. It's the Chico Boppy pillow. Originally I was gonna buy this really expensive BB Hug Me pillow. It costs £75 and it's like a sausage, you tie it. I did not need that. Oh my gosh, like in the beginning breastfeeding, it wasn't hard, but it was difficult. It's not exactly a hard thing to do once you understand how to do it. It's just that it takes so much time and effort, and it's intensive, and you're doing it for long periods of time, and getting a latch when in the beginning can be hard work. So it really made a difference to have this pillow. I didn't buy this pillow in the beginning. Like, I didn't have this pillow. I have a huge pregnancy pillow, and it was just impractical. I'm not gonna be bringing it downstairs and upstairs when I needed to feed baby. So I was looking online when I'd like had enough, and I was just kind of like tired because holding her was really hard and she was so tiny. I just looked online and I found one that had goodish reviews and picked the color I liked. It was like the cute woodland theme, and I bought it. It arrived and it changed my life. It changed my life. So having something to lift the baby up so that, number one, your arms are comfortable enough to just sit and then just hold your baby. So it's not actually taking you any work to hold your baby up, because the last thing you need is to be doing more exercise when you're there trying to make this baby latch. This is the one that I got. Absolutely amazing. It's great for breastfeeding in the night and during the day. Like, I put the pillow down and I set her on top of it. Pillow goes around your waist. Literally, baby goes on top of the pillow, underarm, boob, feed. So easy. But yeah, this thing changed everything. Like, she loves it. So this pillow like literally helps me to just hold her up. It taught me something so simple. When I was in hospital, the nurse or the midwife, who was kind of like lactation consultant in that sense, she was teaching me how to do the reverse cradle hold. It's like you hold them, I can't even remember it now because it's so weird. You hold them with this arm and you put them like this across your forearm, and under your boob. I don't know why I guess I was so tired and delirious, like I didn't think about doing just a normal cradle, and she didn't even suggest it, and it blew my mind because I was like struggling so much in the beginning till I came home, and then I had this pillow and I was like, it's so much easier if I just hold her with like this arm, and I'm like, that's like the #1 breastfeeding position. Like it's the rookiest of rookies. And I can't believe that in the hospital, she kept making me do this hold. And she didn't even suggest that I do this hold. And because I'm so like delirious and I just wanted to get out of there, I wasn't thinking, even when I watched videos, somehow I missed it. It changed everything. Like her latch became so much better, and she just basically became like an expert breastfeeder almost overnight by just me changing to this cradle latch. Like what the hell? Anyways, the pillow made it so much easier. I love that pillow. And it's been great for sitting her around in different places. So like having her on the sofa, she could sit up in it and she could lie in it when she was younger. Now that she sits up, I put another pillow kind of behind her. We have like a sausage travel pillow. I put that behind her head, and she like she loves it. It's like, we call it her throne. So if you get anything, get that pillow. But don't leave your baby unattended in it. She, for the most part, didn't move. Now that she moves a bit, I'm like more eyes on her, because she'll just like be trying to get somewhere and trying to get things. Ugh, it's a lot, but amazing. Best purchase ever. And I think it was £25. It was so cheap in comparison to that £75 pillow that I was gonna buy. The next thing is a trolley, like a breastfeeding trolley car. I have one upstairs, and I've just bought one for downstairs actually as well, because I think we realized it'd be very useful. I have stuff everywhere. Like, good thing you can't see. I have stuff like everywhere because I need things in reach, because when I have the baby, she doesn't want me leaving. She just cries as soon as she sees that I've left the room. She's got such sharp eyes, man. I can't sneak away for anything. So that trolley, I just put all of my stuff that I needed. In the beginning, there was some postpartum things there, and they used to be snacks. I don't eat in bed, I don't eat upstairs. Even when I breastfeed in the night, I get hungry, but mostly I get thirsty, I think, and I just think it's hunger. So I never ate, I never used the snack part. Like, there's still snacks there from when I first made it, when I first filled it back in, I don't know, April. So I should probably finish those snacks because they're probably gonna get stale. Mostly I just needed to put my water. Originally I used to put the baby's lamp there so that was close by, but I thought it was too close and it distracted her, so I moved it to the drawers. I just put the breast pump there, which I don't use as often. I didn't use in the beginning. You don't need a breast pump on there. But mostly nappies for in the middle of the night, that floppy changing mat so that I could change her on the bed and I didn't have to get up to use the changing mat that's on the drawers. But I found that I used that most of the time anyways. Well, Kyle did, my husband used it mostly, but I liked the floppy one in the beginning when I didn't want to have to get up, you know, because when you have stitches and you have like postpartumness, it's just painful. Last thing you want to do is get up in the middle of the night to change your baby. So yeah, I would just change her. I'd have the trolley by the bed. I'd pull the things from the trolley, put them on the bed, change her, put it back. We had wipes on there. It was great. Box of tissues, everything you needed just right there. Especially if you are not going to be going downstairs and you have an upstairs and downstairs, it's nice to have that kind of option. The next thing is something that was a secret amazing thing also. I'm telling you, all of these things were like game changers. That's why. These are the only things that I'm going to put in this video. I'm not putting anything else. It's literally just the things that did the most amazing things. The Hakka. This little baby. Let me tell you, this thing. Oh my god. So in the beginning, I got this, but I got a proper pump. So in my head, I was like, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need it? And I've used this more than I've used the proper pump because, number one, when you first obviously give birth, your milk comes in and it comes in quite a lot. So you're constantly leaking. This caught all the letdown. When I first started breastfeeding, I had so much letdown. Like, I was letting down a lot. Like, I would catch like this much. What is that? Like 50 mil on average, like maybe a bit more than that. I remember I once caught like 70. I've got some crazy pictures. But this thing was amazing for building this freezer stash supply that I will never need. I might need it one day, but honestly, I'm kind of scared that the milk's gonna go to waste. I have so much milk in the freezer from just this. I literally just put this on when I was feeding baby and it would collect milk, you know? It's really easy to do. You literally pull the flanges back, you put it on, and then you just, and it suctions. It's great. And it's good because it can, I think it maybe can increase your supply a tiny bit, but it generally shouldn't. Like, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Boop, you put it like that, and then you just do that, and it suctions to you, boop. That's a quick tutorial for anyone who wants it. So yeah, I would just do that, and I would freeze the milk in bags, and now I have like a lot of bags of milk, and I actually don't need to pump. I just pump to give her fresh milk because she's so fussy. She doesn't like taking the bottle. So I'm like, am I ever gonna use all this milk? I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, that's something. But if you're planning to go back to work pretty soon, then a Hakka. Get a Hakka and just build supply like that really early on when it's easy, before your milk has really had a time to acclimate, I would say, just because you have so much more in the beginning, I think personally. And if anything happens to bring your supply down later, then at least you have this milk supply in your freezer that you can just take from if your baby takes a bottle. Plus, hey, all those antibodies, that early milk, like that really yellow milk, is great for the baby, and I have so much of it, so I'm so glad. And I still have colostrum in syringes, yeah. I still have some inside of my freezer as well. So I just save that for when she's sick, and I give her, sometimes I'll give her a syringe if she gets sick, because she's been sick a couple of times since she was born, and it's been useful. So use this, build a milk supply early, and it's pretty cheap, it's affordable. I think, what, £20? Not sure. I'll link it. The next thing on my list of the must-have newborn products that I bought, or that have been gifted to me, because a lot of this stuff was on my registry and people bought them for me, and they've literally changed everything, so I'm so happy and so grateful for that. This is a wrap carrier. I'll put a picture of me wearing it here. But get one of these when your baby is super small, and if you need to carry them and get things done, and maybe they're really clingy, they want to be near you, they like your warmth, it's a natural response. This was kind of the only thing that could keep her close to me. It was the only thing that could, like, I couldn't do anything unless I had this. So having a structured carrier, I had like a structured carrier in the beginning, but she was too small for it. Like when they're that new, that fresh, their skin is like tender and they just want to be close. So yeah, this wrap, definitely a must have, because carrying her around somewhere, keeping her close, being able to get things done, it came in really useful. I recommend it. The next thing that is really full right now, the next thing that I found really useful and changed everything was having this. It's a nappy caddy. I think this was the first thing I actually bought before she arrived. This was one of the first purchases I ever made, and it is full of stuff. It's got a thermometer in there, it's got nail file in there, it's got socks, it's got cotton wool, it's got nappies, muslins, extra clothes, bibs. There's a book in here. There's a book in here. We got some wipes. Like, I don't know why this is in there. This is a what's it called? A cover up. What's in there? Just self-explanatory. Nappy caddy, really useful to just pick things up. It's kind of used in conjunction with the changing mat. I just hit myself in the face. The changing mat, I would pull nappies from there or from the changing mat, and wipes are usually in the changing mat, and I just see it's all here. It's in reaching distance. This is my seat. This is where I sit. This is where I sat when I was looking after Ava when she was a newborn. Here. Everything has to be reachable. I'll also link everything down below in case you're interested in any of these things, if they're still available. Some I know are definitely no longer available. Things come and go. I bought a lot of things on Amazon because that's where my registry was, and also it was just easy because I had Prime and delivery is like a day. You know, it comes the next day. I just wanted things like, when you realize you need something, you need it like that. So that's kind of why I used Amazon in the beginning a lot. And the next thing that I found really useful, this was when she was, it was a bit later. So not when she was newborn, it was maybe when she was, well, she was newborn, but not when she was a new baby. So when she was about a month to 2 months old, and newborn kind of ends at about 2 months. So when she was about that month to 2 months, when she started to be able to see a bit further and she could notice things and see, not colors, but see shapes and see things moving, and things could catch her eye. A play mat. It's a play gym, piano play gym from Fisher Price. This is the piano play gym. It's got all these little hanging things, a mirror, and the piano. Any kind of play gym, somewhere that you can lay your baby down on their back and they can like see something and play with something. That is something really useful to have, especially if you want to get things done and you want to entertain your baby. You find that they're getting bored and that they need some kind of stimulation, but you don't know what to do with them. One of those is perfect because they can just play with what they want and play with themselves rather than you having to think of activities to do. It's very self-contained activity in itself. So I always say to her, like in the morning after her first nap, like, do you want to play on your activity? I call it her activity. And yeah, she obviously doesn't understand what I'm saying, but I don't know, still say it to her all the time. I'm like, is it time to play on your activity? Because sometimes she gets bored and she just gets fussy and all she wants to do is just lie down and like pull at things. Before she couldn't really pull at them when she was that young age. Now she like is bored of it because she's like so used to it and she's used it a lot and she just rolls around in circles at this point now. So it's like, it's been upgraded to a new version of itself, but you can use it at multiple stages. So she can still use it. The piano comes off of it. I can move the arch thing, the mobile, to the front, so then I can set the piano like up instead of as a kicking thing. She can use her hands to touch it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And finally, the last thing that changed everything was a Moses basket. We did not buy the Moses basket. We thrifted this Moses basket. I don't have it right now. It's actually upstairs on top of her wardrobe because we don't use it anymore. She's too big. She outgrew it. So preferably something that they don't outgrow before they've moved into their room. But when she was down here in the early days, they recommend that your baby sleeps in the same room as you, even during the day. So we had the Moses basket for downstairs and we put her in that thing all the time. Like if we were eating dinner at the dining table, she would be in the Moses basket. If we were cooking and she was crying because she wanted us to be near us, she wanted to hear us, we would put her in the Moses basket and we'd just drag it into the kitchen. Like we have hardwood floors, so it was really easy. Just take her where you needed to go. It was perfect for downstairs to have a place where she could actually lie down safely and sleep safely. So I recommend having somewhere to put your baby in. Moses basket was really clutch. But that's it. She's now waking up. Like I've seen her, she's like moving around. So I know she's gonna wake up within the next 10, if not a couple of minutes. So those are all the products that I use when my baby was a newborn and that I found that I actually really needed. Without it, I don't know what I would have done. So I'm really grateful and I'm really happy that I had those things and I felt like I didn't need anything much more than that. Obviously there are basics, you know, the things that you essentially need, like clothes, obviously, so I didn't put any of that in because you will know that for yourself. But those were the other things that I definitely recommend having at hand, close by, to make your life easier. But thank you guys for watching this video. What did you use during the newborn phase of your baby that was absolutely essential? It could be something I listed and maybe it helped you differently, or something that I listed that didn't help you that could be useful to someone else, because this is what worked for me, it might not work for you. Do subscribe and like this if you found it helpful, and I will leave links down below. Someone woke up. So that is the end of our video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next week for another video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.